All right, if you guys are ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck, guys.
Good luck.
See, I'm already losing these loading times.
That's about the same.
Oh man.
Alright, so in City Escape, all of us are going to be trying to do this really big skip that's quite inconsistent. So if one of us manages to get it, then they get quite a big lead. So we have 3 shots at it. Hopefully we can get a shot off.
Yeah, it's going to be about a 30-second lead if one of us gets it, but as Mustache said, it's very difficult and borderline random in the execution required to do it, so we're just going to have to see. It's about 40 seconds into the stage.
Off to a good start right here.
Same.
Alright, so it's where I am right now. Hit it. No, didn't get it.
I didn't even get the ramp jump.
Oh!
Damn it. I hit the ramp right, but I didn't get lucky, so I didn't get it either.
No C skip today, sorry guys.
That's unfortunate, but at least that means we're even.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we get to show off the rest of City Escape.
Yeah.
How fun.
Just don't die in the pit after the skyscraper.
Alright, so the main
What the hell?
mode of movement in this game as Sonic is to use the spin dash like as much as possible. So you're going to see us charging spin dash, releasing it, and unrolling, and repeating that. And that should give us the maximum speed.
If you go downhill, though, it's faster to just keep rolling, so that's what you saw a lot in City Escape here.
Yeah, you're seeing me do that on the truck section here, but I'm unrolling my spin dash to slow down a little bit on the ramps because they tend to just fling you off. Oh, I missed the goal ring.
I am missing every hill in City Escape.
Nice, I got a perfect truck chase.
I got a really bad truck chase. So in the truck chase section, the only really small caveat that's going on is that every time we go over a hill crest, we actually unroll and recharge our spin dash, since if you maintain a spin dash over a hill, you're likely to just come off it, as happened to me multiple times. And in the truck section, that loses a couple of seconds per hill, so it's not trivial.
Yeah, truck chases can really make or break your City Escape.
Yeah. Generally, you want to get a sub 2. That's not too bad of a time. Alright, so Bigfoot is the first boss, and we're going to be using the first box up here just to jump and hit him 4 times. It's quite an easy boss, and you can even get a frame perfect time because of how his hitbox is only available after a certain amount of time. I got 21.75, which is too far off of frame perfect.
Yeah. I'm getting a bad time.
I did not die to Bigfoot, which is all I'm happy about.
22.05. Yes.
Terrible.
I have a thing where I like to die to Bigfoot. So.
Right, someone want to explain Knuckles?
Yeah, so we're entering Knuckles' first stage. The stages in this game are divided between Sonic's speed stages, Tails' mech stages, and Knuckles' hunting stages. In the hunting stages, the objective is to look for 3 pieces of the Master Emerald, which are randomly generated. So we're all going for our first piece, then we've got to go for a second piece and a third piece. And we use hints to try and facilitate that process to find them more easily. What's also possible is that we can see free pieces just hanging around the stage. And if we see those, then we can just pick them up out of order without needing a hint. So one of the elements of playing Knuckles in the game is knowing exactly where all of the piece locations are and keeping a lookout for them ahead of time.
Yeah, I got a free piece, got 22.
You are hacking.
Sometimes a certain hint can also refer to 2 different locations, which is what I just got there. So I first went to the one side of the wind tunnel and it wasn't there, and then I had to go to the other. Sometimes there are pieces that are like really different, and depending on the piece, sometimes you have to get a second hint to figure out which one it is.
Yeah. 6-7, that's really good.
Yeah, it is. So Eggman 1, I said 2 then. Eggman 1 is the second boss, and it's kind of pathetic. You just make sure you're lined up straight, facing forwards, and you just mash B a couple times, and he just kind of dies.
Good time.
Go on, die. Yes, I died.
Yeah, we got 12-12 and a low 13, which is
but I died while I got it, so it's better.
Oh, nice. So for Tails, Tails movement is really technical in that you want to keep your speed at the highest, but it's kind of hard since Tails loses his speed really quickly if you take a too sharp of a turn. So you'll see us jump around corners a lot, especially on this stage where it's so confined and you have to wait for gates and stuff to open.
The stage is also really difficult because there's a lot of lock-ons that open doors, and you like lock-ons on enemies that you have to get in order to progress, and it's really hard to get them all well.
Yeah.
The only thing that's really approaching skips in this stages is you've probably all seen us do the gate hop. There's 2 sections of the stage where you have to defeat enemies to make some gates descend, but if you jump on the gates as they're descending, you can actually do a small skip to skip a couple of elevator sections, which saves a couple of seconds each. 51 check, that's actually really good.
Nice. So you'll see on my screen here, I'm trying to shoot enemies through walls. I hit one. I hit one early over there, which reduces the amount of enemies I have to kill later to 2. And it opens the door a little bit earlier. Another gate hop at the end.
Oh, please go on then. That's bad. Because then that guy's trying to shoot me.
I got a 137.
See if I get early shot here.
I got a train wreck right here.
I didn't get early shot.
See if Nim gets it.
Those
None of us
very
got it,
fast
dude.
though. Oh, okay. On 38 is actually pretty okay for me. Mustache should be miserable with that time, but I'm bad.
It's better than we usually get, I think.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, so Metal Harbour, the second Sonic stage, is it's a bit tricky, very technical. There's quite a few tight spin dash jumps, and I'd say it's one of the easier Sonic stages to play, so the level of optimization just keeps going up and up and up, which does make it a lot harder than if you were just like not doing those strats, I guess.
So it's easy, therefore it's hard. Got it.
Yeah, in a sense. Alright, so kind of tight jump here. Have to do it half blind. Alright, I got it.
Oh, you went for police again?
Yeah.
Nice. I had a really bad start myself because the first loop skip was a bit unfriendly to me and threw me really high. We've now got the light dash as well, so we can now dash across trails of rings, which, I mean, some spots in the stages you have to do that just to progress, but it's also generally very quick to use the light dash anyway, so it's quite convenient.
Yeah. So I mashed A here to jump off the rocket early. Not many people actually know that.
Oh, wow, nice death.
Oh.
I
That costly one.
accidentally somersaulted. That was like 18 seconds.
Sucks. 124.
Still gonna win.
Shall not.
All I have to do is get better RNG.
You probably will, knowing me. I'll get a mustache tier Meteor hood, don't worry.
Oh, yes.
Alright, so as you can see what Draco's doing right now, he's going to do a spin dash jump off that slant, and it lets you skip the entire rocket section.
Sorry if this is audible and loud. Gotta mash that key though.
Faker.
Yeah, this cutscene is pretty famous. Mustache is likely going to demonstrate the normal strat for this fight, which most people do in runs, which can net you like an 11:27 or an 11:29 if executed perfectly. I'm going to go for the IL strat for this fight. I'm the only person who currently goes for this in runs, and if executed correctly, it saves a quarter of a second over what the normal strat gets. Mustache is having a hard time with Shadow now, though.
Yeah, he's not
Also,
being nice to me.
Tree.
The ideal strat, which Mustache unfortunately didn't get, uses storage, which is a trick where you get the somersault hitbox without actually somersaulting just by holding B in the delay until the spin dash starts. So like that you can deal damage or go like under barriers without losing any speed.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because it's mapped to the same button.
Yeah, so you deal damage to Shadow with that. Like, it looks like Nim's just running into Shadow, but he's hurting him. Yeah. I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to spin dash towards Shadow first so that I hit him with acceleration. This is really precise, though, so both timing-wise and direction-wise.
Unfortunately, I got a high jump on Shadow, and, you know, I think it's just based on position, purely. Oh, nice. And
high jump, though. He killed me as well. All right. I can at least go for a quote-unquote really fast fight now, though, because when you die on a boss, you tend to delay the timer by almost a full second.
Go for an IL time.
Yeah.
So Green Forest is a really difficult level.
10:57. That's the best anyone's ever gotten in a Hero Story run.
Nice.
Congrats.
Alright, so I'm going to be coming up on a trick we call Green Forest Wall Run here. And we're going to give it one attempt. It's a very tricky trick.
Only one attempt, really?
Yeah, one attempt. Unless I like
trick
die.
isn't worth more attempts.
You're in the lead.
If I die, I'll go for it again, but it's faster just to carry on.
Oh,
So it's after this vine, after a couple springs, and right here, I'll get a checkpoint for safety.
Oh, looking good.
Oh, I'm on the tree. I'm going to go for a trick called Moonshot.
Go for it.
I got it.
Dude,
Nice. Congratulations.
That's a really hard trick.
Yeah, that's really difficult.
Like, it looks fairly simple, but there is a lot of things that can potentially go wrong at like every point in that trick. So that is really not trivial, and that deserves like congratulations.
I'll give it one attempt as well, but
I just barely made it, actually. That's a really good time for Green Forest as well, especially in a marathon run. Oh, on the tree.
Oh, I almost didn't make that loop skip there.
ah,
Oh,
okay.
alright, Nim got the wall run, and he...
No, where am I? Help! That was interesting.
That was
Oh.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that again.
I, however, am doing a let's play, so I'm not going to do the wall run. I'm just going to do the regular loop skip followed by the tree ascent.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'll do now as well.
Got the good storage though.
Gonna go for bungee skip. Alright, hopefully I don't get double containers, please.
Hopefully you do get double containers. If it's a ghost train, it's the best first piece. We've been over this.
Yeah, but it can also be at the other mountains.
It's a 1 in 3 chance for it to be bad. I don't know how many times I have to say this.
They're all bad.
How are they all bad? The ghost train one's amazing.
No.
I'm gonna get
Average.
I'm gonna get loop speed trick here. Hang on. There we go. I didn't really loop speed though.
I got it, actually.
Nice. So this is gonna look to be like a 138 for me, which is okay for no wall run.
Yeah.
Yeah, 138.
Is this here?
Low 138 though. You got looking, yeah.
Nice.
40 is pretty decent.
I just pressed my split button.
40 is like on the better end of average for Pumpkin Hill. We've generally got like time ranges for the stages. Me and Nim got like 30s for Wild Canyon. That's pretty poor. Mustache got a good one. 40.
I'm not at. Oh, Wild Canyon.
Wild Canyon. Yeah. If you got a 30 for Pumpkin Hill, that'd be really good. Because that is on the way better end.
Yeah.
In Aquatic Mine, we're just going to hope for like sub 40s. Death Chamber will be happy with like sub 50, and Meteor will be happy with like sub 45. The variance in each of the stages can be kind of different though. Like Death Chamber has a lot of variance.
Yeah.
Second score from the top. That's over here. Did I see it? Yes, I did.
Alright, so I'm going to be going for a strat in Mission Street that allows us to get an earlier cycle than we originally thought was possible.
I got your favorite piece, by the way.
Oh, nice. That is a good piece.
Also, I got a
Here it
really
is.
bad ambiguous hint here, so I have to take a second hint. That
These
loses
pieces
a
are
lot
actually
of time.
extremely good.
So what I just did was a pause buffered hover jump. So we call that a pause jump, or a pause hover. And that allowed me to get on the weight just barely, and it's not usually possible if you don't go up the top and cause the platform to not fall.
Yeah, we actually originally discovered this because the TAS did it, but the TAS does it in even more unfriendly circumstances because it does collapse the platform and it gets the weight jump, which the way the TAS does it is actually a frame perfect hover jump. The way we do it, I think it's a 5-frame window for the hover jump.
Yeah, it's a couple frames. Alright, so I'm on pace for 0th cycle, and that's why we call it that as well, because it's because we originally thought the earlier cycle was the fastest one. So instead of just renaming the cycles, we just named it 0th cycle. Yeah, I haven't made 0th cycle.
And
yet.
the hover jump is going to be used a lot during the run.
Yeah.
Even if it's not as notable, because most of the times you don't pause buffer it, but it's just quick 2A inputs and you get like a higher jump out of a hover, so you can clear more height, and that's being used a lot.
Yeah.
I went for the weight jump without pause buffering, but I didn't get it. I'm on a pretty shoddy pace anyway. Like, this is probably just going to be a standard first cycle. Hopefully. I hope I don't miss it.
Yeah, I missed it as well.
I got half cycle.
Alright.
Oh yeah, half cycle. There are 2 cycles that you can reach at the end, which kind of determines your end time. And if you don't quite make the main cycle, which is the pillar at the back, near the end of the stage, then you can get the cycle in front of that, which is slower, but it's kind of in between the 2 cycles. So we call that half cycle.
And we apologize if your ears are getting blown out. This is a really loud stage.
Yeah.
So I'm on second cycle pace because just about everything in the first 25 seconds of my stage managed to go wrong. And I got box break when I don't need it. Nice. Cool game.
Alright, 3-piece check. You can actually see pieces in Aquatic Mine in this intro scene.
Oh, hang on.
I didn't got any.
I played the next part of that stage so well that I was on second cycle pace and I still made first cycle. And I made it as though it were a 0 cycle where I just caught it.
Alright, I've got really good RNG on a restart here. I've got a 3-piece, 3 fans, and behind 2 heads.
Could you stop getting good RNG, please?
No, I want to win. Dude, that's really good RNG.
You already have the skill advantage. You don't also need the RNG advantage.
This guy...
Nah, you could easily beat me. A 25.
Remind me...
That's insane.
Remind me to unmod you when we get home.
What? Why?
Do we have time for a quick donation?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. We've got a $69 donation from Firepaw. Says, hey Draco, this is Firepaw. I wish you good luck with the Sonic race, and as the famous blue hedgehog Sanic once said, the problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in the darkness.
Very true. Thank you very much, Firepaw, and very much looking forward to our race tomorrow.
I see Carol in chat.
Hey. Hey, Carol. Do I get 3 pieces?
you better not.
Of course not.
Restart.
No,
no, you got a ping.
Yeah.
Oh. See, I don't get a ping or any
I
free
think
pieces.
that's Ghost Pulley that I've got.
Did it go yellow just a little bit
Yeah.
before you went up? Yeah, that's Ghost Pulley then.
Alright. So, even though we use hints to know where to go next, if you just have a good feel for where the radar ranges tend to be, you don't strictly need a hint. Like, I knew where that piece was just based on where the radar was going off. Oh, that was actually quite lucky. And of course I have to go back up top for my 3rd piece. So I'm at least going to be able to demonstrate pulley grab here. Normally to go back up top you'd need to change the water back to the highest level, but with a precise jump and glide, I can grab the pulley without needing it. 41 with Mysterious Door is actually not bad.
Yeah.
It's still like average.
Yeah, in Knuckle stages, despite there being like just RNG, there is actually a surprising amount of tech you can use to get like a much better time, and a bunch of clip outs and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of tech, I just did a small wall run there on the sign.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the
Very
sign
nice.
is kind of slanted and angled against the wall, so you can jump in front of it and then punch up the sign and you go up the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm in Route 101 now, and Draco and Nim are catching up into Route 101 as well. It's just a driving stage. We do this wiggling thing, and that's just the drift function in the game. That allows us to go at the speed cap of the boost without slowing down unless we go uphill, hit a wall, or a car. So we try and keep this drift up the entire level.
Yeah. There isn't really too much to go on about in this stage though, so if there are additional donations coming in, now is the perfect time to read them off.
Yes, there is actually. There is a $5 donation, an anonymous donation. A year ago, I was very lucky to listen some of this awesome Sonic music played live by Yun Sunyu himself. Hope it will happen again. Good luck to the runners.
Thank you very much.
That was it.
I'm not having a good Route 101 here. You always want to collect rings to gain boosts, and you take a certain ring route to get boosts at the right times, and
Yeah.
I failed to do that.
Thankfully, Route 101 is one of the better stages to have a bad stage on, because as long as you don't do anything absolutely catastrophic like die, then the time variance between a good and bad Route 101 is measured in single seconds, pretty much.
So I'm in Hidden Base right now, and it's one of the more technical tail stages. Hold on. A, I got it.
Oh, nice. GC
So-
and PC skip.
Yeah, that's a near frame perfect pulse hover. I should make this, unless I'm silly. Yeah, I've got it.
Very nice.
As long as I don't die now. Unfortunately, by doing stuff like that, you skip out on a bunch of checkpoints, and it's quite easy to die on this stage by accident sometimes. So the first checkpoint we get in this stage is about like 50 seconds in. So if we die just before that, we have to do another 50 seconds of the entire stage again.
To be fair, it's pretty difficult to die just before that point, though. I'd
Yeah,
say.
that's just like, that's the most you can lose from one
Yep.
checkpoint.
That was quite close, actually, there.
Yeah.
Also, you saw Mustache go through a bunch of walls, and that is because the developers were kind of lazy with making collision. So basically, any wall that they don't expect you to reach, you can just go through. So, and that uses again the pause hover that was introduced in Mission Street to get to places you not intended to go, so you can just go through a wall at some points.
Yeah.
One of the general rules of this game is if it's a wall that you weren't supposed to be able to get to, it's probably not solid, and you can probably fly straight through it. Such as
Like
these
here.
ones.
Yeah.
Mustache's screen.
So you're not supposed to get up there because they didn't think you could just jump up there, but because the pulse hover gives you, not pulse hover, just the hover jump gives you a little bit extra height if you do it quick enough, you can go straight up and go high enough that the wall stops existing. 146 is really good, actually.
Again, because I'm a scrub, I'm just taking the simple route.
Scrub route.
I'll try to do like a middle ground between the two routes. But if I don't get it, I'll have to take the simple route as well.
Yeah, so Nim's going to do a pulse hover over this fence. It
Got
cuts
it.
out a corner, yeah, nice. It saves like, what, like 2 seconds maybe?
Yeah, that hover jump is actually extremely tight.
Yeah.
Bear in mind as well, when we talk about doing things like using the simple route, nothing in this game is simple. It's just simpler than using the very advanced strats.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm in the hardest stage in the run, or even possibly the game. Pyramid Cave is also the stage which is the most technical,
Camera.
and you get the
Camera.
best upgrade in the game here, the bounce bracelet.
So I'm going to try the maze skip here, which Mustache missed.
I almost died there. Alright, so here's the bounce bracelet. And the bounce bracelet is very useful because of a trick you're going to see now. Yeah, I just converted my horizontal speed into vertical speed and went straight over a wall. It's kind of funny actually, you use it in that kind of way right as you get the upgrade.
I'm lucky to have made it over that wall, actually.
Oh yeah, I just skipped the door.
There's a lot of things going on in Pyramid Cave.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to explain everything and play at the same time, I guess.
It's even if you just explain everything, even it's hard to fit it all into the time of Pyramid Cave.
Yeah.
Because when played very quickly, this stage is surprisingly short. Like, casually, the stage is very long, but a speedrun makes this stage look very short. And 152 for quote-unquote scrub route in Hidden Base is actually pretty good.
I just got 131.
That's very good, yeah. That's very nice.
Wow.
I am not going to get a 131. I'll preface that now.
So at the end there, you saw me do what's called a gravity bounce, where you go off a slope at an angle and then bounce. And what this does is it actually changes the direction of gravity in the
Really,
game.
Sonic?
So that allows you to travel more horizontally than vertically. You can get like more extreme angles where you just go straight flat, but it will reset fairly quickly if you do that. It tends to want to go down more. Alright, so in Death Chamber, there's a cool kind of strat that Dark Pro spent a lot of time coming up with, and I got a first piece which allows me to do this strat, where I get hit, get the piece, and then die, and hopefully... Nope. Hopefully I'll get a piece in the red room, and why this is because the red room is the furthest away from blue room, and the game tries to give you a piece which is really far away from your first piece.
Yeah, from piece 1 to piece 2 at least.
Yeah.
The piece 3 algorithm is quite complex and we don't fully understand it, but we're working on it.
I
Yeah.
just got the hard first door skip in Pyramid Cave, the one that people don't usually do in runs.
Nice.
Because it usually doesn't pay off.
I
So
just got
that's-
like 40 in game time, Death
Very
Chamber.
nice.
Yeah, so shout outs to Dark Pro for finding out that stuff.
Yeah, Dark Pro is the current world record holder for this category as well. So.
And
you
he's
wanna
done a lot of science on.
Oh, Dark Pro says we
F-chamber.
fully understand the Piece 3 algorithm. Well, Dark Pro does.
Well, he hasn't seen the work we've been doing though.
Yeah, you might be interested in that.
So 140. Told you I wasn't going to get 131. It was still okay though.
Yeah, still pretty good.
I missed that rail trick that Nim just did, and that costs a couple of seconds on its own. So I'm not too unhappy with that. I didn't die. That's the important thing. Pyramid Cave is incredibly easy to die in. There's so many advanced strats going on that you can risk a death in like most of the spots in this stage, and a lot of them cost quite a lot of time.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of difficult to kind of explain what's going on when I'm a boss ahead.
Ooh, green ping in Death Chamber.
Oh,
Let's go.
nice. 3 containers?
Black and yellow stripes.
I'm gonna
I need the
restart.
upgrade. I need the upgrade.
I'm going to restart. I dug twice. I don't
Oh.
want to... I think that was too slow to get it, so that's 30 seconds gone. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to like let King Boom Boo fire his 4 fireballs
I need the piece.
and then time it so I go hit this ghost to
I'm gonna
activate
go around, actually.
the phase where I can hit him, dig him out, and then hit him 4 times. And the reason you can hit him 4 times, which isn't really intended, is because you can actually go a bit faster than King Boom Boo by cutting out part of the center. So if I get these extra 2 hits, I get him in 1
Hate this
cycle.
bloody stage. 4 bullets. These pieces are pretty awful.
43.
Do a clip here.
Oh, nice clip out. That's called booty clip.
Yeah. Dark Pro named that.
Yeah.
Shout
So,
out to Dark Pro.
Earlier, where I did the super bounce, I have to do that, but on this tiny ledge. 3 times. And I got it twice. It's very difficult to do because you have very minimal number of frames to actually get the inputs.
12 is really bad. for this
There we
game.
go.
Nice.
That's 3.
I'm gonna do another clip out. I'm just getting like the worst RNG ever this run, but you get to see another clip out here.
I'm not sure if Mustache mentioned about the super bounces. The important element of super bouncing is that you need to bounce before you hit the wall that you are aiming towards. And with the platforms here being as narrow as they are, it's extremely easy to not get the bounce off in time. Like, I've measured it with slowdown, and I think it's a 5-frame window to get the bounce. Like, between the time that you release the spin dash and bounce, I think it's a 5-frame window. And you need to release it, jump, and bounce. So, if you want some, like, SM64 task lingo, it's 2.5 inputs in, like, 5 frames.
Yeah. Alright, so Eternal Engine is the last tail stage, and coincidentally this stage also has a major cycle you want to make. It's not too hard to get, but you can't afford to make any major mistakes on the way there, and it's quite easy to do that. So to go fastest through the stage, you'll see me just jump or maybe even hover before some of the doors, and that is because they don't really open fast enough for you to just walk through them. So I got to slow myself down just a little bit to get through them.
You're easily on first cycle pace, though.
I did get hit once.
You're still easily on first cycle
Yeah.
pace, I can tell.
All I need to do is get a 106 or even like a low 107 checkpoint later on. I was going to do a pause hover here.
I'm going to go safe for my second hit golem hit. I got a quick bounce, but then I fell in the sand, so I'm just going to take it safe for the second hit. Which means it's probably going to be 2 attack cycles, yeah. Like, the time taken in this fight, I personally like to measure it in the number of attack cycles he gets off. And this is going to be... Okay, still just 2. That's fine then.
I got 105 checkpoint. I'm on cycle. Here's the cycle. And here's the out of
I'm
bounds.
not going for that.
Hopefully. There we go.
Pretty poor red golem. Since this is a race, I'm not going to go for the death strat either. I'm just going to go for the... Didn't get it. I tried to use a glitch where I would maintain control during this victory screen, but no. And I forwent using a IGT abuse strat by dying in the sand after beating a golem. It stops the in-game timer early, but it doesn't save any real time, and it risks taking an actual death. So there's no point in doing it in a race.
Yeah. So once you clip out an Eternal Engine, it's just flying in this one direction until you reach the end. I think I'm too far left here. Yeah, I'm way too far left.
I'm probably not going to meet first cycle now. I would need to save every spare bit of time here to make it.
Yeah. And then you just kind of just drop into the goal ring from out of bounds. Gonna go safe. Yeah, 208. Not too bad. Oh!
I
Nim got it. Nim got it.
Got it.
Very nice.
It doesn't save any time. In fact, it probably loses in-game time. But
I
it looks cool.
Yeah.
So.
I don't think it loses in-game time. I think the in-game timer still stops.
Yeah, it should be the same.
Yeah, but you can't pause it earlier by dying.
Okay.
Yeah, none of us were on world record pace because we missed C skip at the start. Alright, so I'm on the last knuckle stage called Meteor. I'm gonna restart that piece, that's terrible. Hey, evil water drops, that's not too bad. Can give me a bunch of bad pieces though.
Like, there are certain things in speedrunning where it's like never say never, but one thing I'm fairly sure will never happen is that someone gets world record in this category in a race. I don't see that ever happening.
That's not going to happen.
At least not anymore.
Yeah. It's too optimized now. Thanks, Dark
Yeah.
Pro. I got the clip out first try with the positional method.
Nice.
I assume the other guys use the door method where you literally just use the door to push you out of bounds. I prefer the positional setup that Dark Pro designed, where you simply just line up with a couple of visual cues and just force yourself to clip out. It's quite precise, but I'm more consistent at it than the door method since I've practiced it more.
Didn't get bad RNG.
I'll do the door method.
I got mediocre RNG.
Well, Meteor is where I'm going to read myself.
Yeah. 45's not the best time, but you know.
Got
you
first
you can run
cycle.
with it. Yeah, Nim made first cycle.
And first try clip.
Nice.
I almost missed the goal ring there.
That's the most optimal Eternal Engine you can do.
So you're going to get like what, 202 Eternal Engine maybe? 201?
Maybe.
Like a 158 to a 202, depending on the full.
I'll
you
do
get-
the full save.
Did you get setup also?
No.
No, he's door.
Oh, yeah. That's probably going to be 202 then, I think.
Yeah. All right. So one rouge here is kind of just you just time. You look at the timer to decide when to start moving, and it's
Rubbish.
exactly at 8 seconds. I don't like timing it.
Rubbish.
15. Still not bad.
Save 6/10.
Yeah, Draco's the boss guy, so he's kind of like he really tries to save the frames on the bosses.
This
but
is an very good first piece.
205, but I took the fall really slow.
Ah, okay. Still
Alright.
decent.
Still really good,
Still
yeah.
beat me.
crazy gadget. All right, so this is
Oh, these pieces are sick.
the hardest skip in Hero Story. It's called CGSS. Thanks, Dark Pro. That's a terrible name.
It stands for Crazy Gadget Skip Skip,
Bottom.
because there's
No.
also another skip.
No, it doesn't. It stands
it
for
does.
Crazy Gadget Super Skip.
No,
Skip,
you're
skip.
lying. Skip, skip.
All right, so I'm coming up on it now.
35, let's go.
Damn.
Nice. You saved 10 seconds on me. In
I
that.
saved a lot of time.
You had to one up me.
And now you're going to miss CGSS and I'm going to win.
If I actually miss it now.
Do it.
So what I have to do is I have to do a spin dash jump and kind of weave in between 2 kill zones.
Oh, nice.
I weave out in and out of them, but now I have to kind of just fall blindly towards the goal, and I have no I have minimal visual reference.
This is good.
I got it
Nice.
first try.
First try. That is excellent. That is like, as far as pure execution goes, that is like the hardest trick in the run, I'd
Yeah.
wager. That is very good. And okay, I'm going to try and save those 6/10 of a second on Rouge here. I gain control at exactly 8 on the clock, so I'm going to go at exactly 8.
It's closer.
Got it?
I found him.
I'll give CGSS a few tries as well, but I'll... No, we never know.
I saved even more time than that. That might be an IGT goal. So have you ever
Wow.
seen a 65 in a run?
I've never seen a Knuckles, a Rouge even that good.
I get the hits quickly.
All right, so Eggman 2, he's
Nice.
a lot less pathetic than Eggman 1. He actually has this huge laser attack, which, you know, sometimes you get hit by, but it doesn't really matter because you have enough health to sustain it, as long as you hit all the bullets on him. Alright, so I think you'll see Draco do regular CGS.
Yeah.
And me do not faster far. I'm not doing that.
Please do attempt it. I would be happy to see you. Tell you what, I'll donate fucking $20 if you get Fast FR first try. How about that?
Alright, I'll try it. So, Fast FR is really dumb, because you have to go straight through a kill plane. And that is kind of precise, because you have to have enough speed and the right angle and position to go straight through it. So it's effectively random
If
to
you
a
get
human.
this, I'm gonna, I don't know.
Come on. So here it is. Oh, dude.
Oh.
I thought I got it then.
Yes, I'm saving
All right.
time.
Basically, what's happening in this
plan.
inconsistent skip is the game checks every frame for your position,
Yeah.
and the kill plane is really thin. So if you're lucky, on one frame you're ahead of the kill plane, on the other frame you're behind the kill plane.
105 CG.
Oh, that's really good actually
Yeah.
for CGS.
Yeah, that's
It's a
really good.
9-9, but it's still a 105.
All right, so what I'm doing is Final Rush Skip, which is, unlike Fast FR, consistent. And I actually found this a couple years ago.
Yeah, like this actually works.
Yeah,
so.
it loses about maybe 10 seconds if done fastest, but it actually is consistent, so most runners just do this. And to do it, you just bounce off a rail, and by doing that, you can actually get this skewed gravity to fly out of the level, past the kill planes, and then curve back around when the kill planes have stopped. Then you can just kind of free fall to the end. It looks like I wasn't doing anything, but I was holding directly up until the level came into view.
What was your augment to?
Oh, 15.
14.
So Nim
14.
almost got CGSS.
I'm just gonna go for regular CG skip
Yeah.
now.
See, that's why CGSS is the hardest to
Yeah.
perform.
It was very,
Oh.
very close there.
It cancelled my spin dash. The collision in this game.
I
is-
don't like the boxes. I don't like being anywhere near the boxes. They ruin Bigfoot as well. They ruin everything.
All right. So I'm coming up. I'm coming up on the final boss here. It's Shadow 2. He has 5 hits. You just kind of homie attack into him a couple times.
So I'm also doing FR skip, but I'm doing the bounceless variant, which is just a different approach, pretty much.
Come on. Uh-oh. Dude. All right, this is already extremely bad because I missed the first hit.
I actually didn't time
What?
this properly, but I'm still going to make it, apparently. Wow, this... Yeah, Shadow
alright,
can
it's
be
fixed
very
now.
mean.
It's fixed.
Shadow can be really mean.
Dude. All right, there we go. Uh-oh.
That's
Platforms
dangerous.
are falling.
Ti-
I'm gonna go
that-
for it.
No, 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 no.
I got
okay.
it.
Time.
Time.
Very nice.
Wow, that's
37.
that's really good.
Congratulations, Mustache.
Thanks.
I'm coming up, though. I'm going to do it. You got 37, right?
Yeah.
I'll get 36. No, I'll get 16.
Go on, get 36.
I probably could if I tried, but I'm not going to.
Lose time.
I want those extra 20 seconds, though. 121's okay for bounceless variant.
Yeah, I got 122.
Okay. I believe you. Nim just face tanking that laser. It's important to try not to actually take Eggman on in a firefight because the laser eats your bullets and homing shots.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what I did there, I deliberately got hit by a small bullet right before he shoots the big laser, so I get iframes to just walk out of the big laser.
Man, I'm going to get 38. This sucks. I did lose like a minute earlier in the run from just dying.
38's not too bad.
Yeah, it's alright. Alright, so here we go. So this is what the fight's supposed to look like.
Mess it up. Mess it up. Come on, mess it up.
No.
No, you're not gonna mess it up.
Time.
All right, nice job.
So me skipping FR here while the two guys are already done.
It's cool. Now you've got a dedicated audience.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I'm good at, though. That's the thing.
No, you're not. Not even good at bosses.
Wow. Alright. I'm out.
I'm just kidding.
Alright, so just waiting here a bit.
Yeah. So that turn was Nim resetting his gravity
Yeah.
to turn the correct direction.
You like gotta move all the way out to get to the end of the kill plane, and then you reset the gravity and move back to the goal ring.
Yeah. The level should come back into view now.
Yeah, he's easily going to make that.
Yeah, there is one final kill plane when the level comes into view, and we just kind of tend right if it looks like we might hit it. Yeah. No. You almost went into the invisible wall.
120 is
But I
really good.
didn't.
That's a really good time
Yeah.
for a fire skip.
And I found I even had like a really slow beginning, but apparently not. It felt slow. So.
I guess you got an optimal angle.
Yeah, maybe.
Ed, stop shit posting.
Alright, final boss for me as well.
Before this is over, I'll show you the true power of chaos control.
Oh.
Oh.
So,
I don't think we fully understand why that happens. Sometimes you can just get
Yeah.
low bounces off Shadow and it really ruins the rhythm of the fight. And what the hell is he
what
doing?
is this? This is almost as bad as mine.
Almost.
Except that was
Yeah,
actually
I'm as
my
good
fault.
as Mustache.
Or as bad as me. Bouncing. Yeah.
That's not going to work. Bail out.
No. Oh.
At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna make estimate.
Yeah. You could probably just do the casual strat and still meet us.
Yeah, casual strat takes like 40 to 50 seconds. Oh man.
Jesus, man. All right. This is looking better.
Yeah.
That platform, I don't like that. But
Go
on.
for it.
Quickly.
Nice.
Got him. Oh, right.
Nice.
Congrats. So that was Sonic Adventure 2. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I think we enjoyed it, right?
Yeah, I
it was a
enjoyed
lot
it.
of fun.
I thought it was all right.
That was good.
Yeah.
Sonic, I did it.
Okay, guys, we just want to quickly let you know that we're going to be restarting the stream very quickly for A Link to the Past. We're going to be right back. Just bear with us. Text working like crazy right now. A Link to the Past is going to be coming up very, very soon. Before then, we're going to have some ads. Be patient. We'll be right back. Okay. Yo, just to let you guys know, very quickly, we got a $20 donation from Anonymous that said ICO, and for the file name donation incentive, it is ICO that won.
Heiko is one of the best characters of F9. That kid needs banned immediately. Shoutouts. All right.
Okay, you
3,
ready?
2, 1, go.